Hey guys, it's Ed again. Well, let's show you what we're up to. I did get the rings cleaned out in the Pistons, and let me go show you what we did with that. So guys, this is my ring cleaner. I don't know if you guys can see. It's a piece of flat stock. I mounted it in the milling machine, and I thinned it out to the width of the ring. So it's a little bit smaller than the ring groove, but it is the thickness of the ring, and it was actually pretty sharp, and it's pretty dull now. So you can imagine, you know, how sharp this edge is compared to how much I've worked that edge over. It's not as sharp as it used to be, but I was able to dig the crap out of those rings, out of those ring grooves, and get her cleaned up. It wasn't the highest tech device, but it did the job. So thank everybody for all your suggestions on soaking it in oven cleaner and you know, lacquer thinner and paint thinner and everything else to try to soften that crap up. But the only thing that seemed to want to do it is manual physical scraping, and the piston ring just was too brittle. I needed something that was stronger. So that's what we came up with. Okay guys, over here I've spared you the process. It took me about a half hour to scrape the gasket off, this base gasket, and it still needs a little bit of more cleaning, but she's pretty close to getting the base gasket put on it. We have a base gasket right here, so let's see. I'd say might go on there that way. Yeah, I would say that's the way it goes on. I won't fight it on there because I'm going to put a little bit of gasket sealer on it, and then I'm going to bring you guys back and I'm going to give you the rundown on how I going to fight these pistons down inside these bores. So it should be fun. As long as I don't break anything, we'll be good. I do have to admit, when I was fighting with it, I did break one of my brand new oil rings. That kind of sucked. But thankfully, I was able, the only ring that didn't break when I took off the old rings was the old oil ring. So she might smoke a little, but at least it's got 3 rings in the groove. So bring you back in a little bit. Okay guys, you can see I've added a little aviation Permatex to the gasket. That'll take up any little scratches or anything there is, and that should fix that problem. Okay guys, gasket is back on. I just started the first piston. I did mark them. There's supposed to be arrows on the top of here. I put a red arrow on and tried to keep it on there. I kept wiping it off, but this is the left-hand piston. I put an L on it, so if you're looking over here, it'd be the left side of the bike. So I'm pretty sure we're good shape there. I got the clips over here, which will probably be a son of a gun to get in there. I just need to finish tapping that wrist pin in. If I can find something to tap it with that I like, this might work. Feels like it bottomed out. Not sure if we're in there all the way or not. Hard to tell. Try to tap it from the side. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let me spin this around, see if I can get you guys in here. Hang on. Okay guys, set you up a little different spot. Now we will try to get this ring in here. Close. That sounded good. She sounded like she went right in. And I think we're good. So that's one in. Let's try another one. This one here is the right one. Clip is on the correct side. See if we can get this one to swing around here a little bit. Bring you over there. Okay. Where's the wrist pin here? Here's the wrist pin. I greased up the top of the piston here a little bit. We'll use a little bit of that around here. Sometimes they might be a little bigger one way or another. I've had that happen before. So it's not the side with the ring in it. Okay, let's get her started out here. Maybe that's the issue. Getting it started square. Make sure there's nothing too deformed here. Feels about right. There she goes. There she goes. Just needed to wallop her a little harder. Hopefully I got that right. Yep. So now I need to get her started here. Should be pretty close right there. Oh, too far. Too far. Back it up. I think it's just crooked. I'm trying to get these babies down in here. And get them started on here. Normally you can look down in and see, but you know, this one here is tough because you can't see what you're doing. Oh, man. Come on, baby. Ow! Push that in. Come on. Get in there. You know you want to. There it goes. You get them up high enough. That works better. Let's tap that in the rest of the way using the old Evinrude smasher. That worked pretty good. Should I actually get a hammer or should I smack it in like I did with a pair of pliers? The only thing is this one is made to fit exact on the Evinrudes, so it's a little fat to fit this one, but it works good that way. I think this is what I used the last time, so I'm going to smack my finger, I know that. Got her in all the way. Yeah, it looks pretty good. See if we can snap this ring in. If I forget something, guys, let me know. I think we're in the groove. Give it a little tap tap, see if we're in. I think we're good. Yeah, we're in. Okay. So, cylinder is right here, and back you guys up a little bit. It's been bored. I have test fitted them in here after using the reamer to ream them out, so we should be able to get it on there. I had a friend of mine tell me that I should try a couple hose clamps around them. I thought that was an interesting idea, so I've got, well, this was the piece of steel I used to put the rings in the Evinrude, just a piece of flat steel. And as you can see, I've made it into a little ring compressor. But in the manual, they show having 2 ring compressors to drop it down in. So I don't have 2. I don't even have 1. Well, I do have a ring compressor, but it's for like a car piston. So, and I don't want to break the rings because, well, I'm down to that was my last ring. So I might try the hose clamp. See what happens. Might be enough to do the job. So I'll bring it back. Okay guys, I've oiled up the cylinders on this. Okay, it's used motor oil. Don't tell nobody. Should use good clean oil. But I use motor oil because I had it. But it's lubed, so pistons, I goobered it on there. It seems to stick better. So the hose clamps, I got a various sundry, and we're going to try them out to see which ones, if any, we like. I like this one right now. This one looks pretty close to almost the right size without screwing around too much. So we'll just slide this down on here, something like so, and tighten this up so we can actually get it out when we need to. So that might work. I don't know. We'll try it. Told you I had a friend of mine telling me this trick. If it works, you are welcome to use it. And if it doesn't work, you're welcome to curse at me. Because I won't hear it unless I'm watching your video. So that's how it rolls sometimes. Okay. This one's a little long, but it is what it is. I'm not really tightening them up super tight because I didn't want to have issues getting them to slide down off the pistons, because I want them to slide as I push on the push on the jug. I want these to slide out of the way. What I might do is, if I can, I'm not sure how, I might try to lock this thing from rotating. Like I said, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. I might just put a pair of vice grips on it. I know locking vice grips on it ain't the best, but it'll do. If I can get a pair to lock onto the crankshaft here. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but trust me, you probably don't want to see what I'm doing. Tighten her up a little more. I want to go up higher than that. Okay. So we got them so we can push on them a little bit. It's going to push the wrong way. Hang on. Hang on. Let's try doing it this way. So when we push on them, wonder why. That's weird. Okay, that'll work. I can push on there. Okay, you ready, guys? Can you see what we're doing? Good. Maybe. Or do you want to go up higher? Okay, guys, I'm going to try you up here. We got this set up. Like I said, I've oiled the cylinders. I've oiled the pistons. We're trying the... I got the base gasket on it. I don't need anything else, I do believe. I got to try to get these babies to line up. There we go. Now we got to get the pistons up. Come on, baby. They kind of have a mind of their own. Is that even close to being where they're supposed to be? And it's get a hammer. I've never done one of these double piston jobbies before. Well, that ain't gonna work. Piston's popping out already. And that probably slid off the thing. Okay, take two. Let's see here. That ring definitely popped out. You guys are probably all like, Ed, you need the hoochamadoodie there. I was thinking this might work. Okay, come on. Let me get it up towards the top of the piston more. I'm going to tighten it up a little more maybe. Good or bad, I do not know. This one here, let's get this loosened up a little bit. And we'll try it again. Come on. Come on. Okay, I tighten them on there pretty tight. Probably too tight. Maybe that's the issue. But we'll see. Cylinders are all still nice and juicy. See if we can get her down on the post again. Seems like the one piston here likes to get a little crooked. I don't know why. It's almost like they're spaced. Maybe that. I wonder if that clamp is banging into the rod here, and causing us to have issues to where it needs to be. Let's just try turning it out of the way a little more. I don't know if it's still on the rings or not. Can't tell. Yeah, I think we are. Bend that out of the way. Wow. I think this is causing the same issue on this side. I think these clamps are getting in the way and they're pushing the piston over. Definitely looks like the ring is out. Okay, take three. I don't know, guys. This is starting to fight me. Maybe if we get the rings in there in the right spots. Okay, this one is still holding. Okay, this one is in. I mean, there's a little bit of a ledge there. So we should be able to get it started. What am I up to now? Take four? I don't know. I cut away and I know I'll get it. And then you guys will be like, geez, Ed, how'd you get him in there? And I'll be like, well, I did something. Come on. Come on. this isn't easy, dude. This is hard. This is really, really hard. Oh, man. I don't know. Not sure how to get these things to go in. It's like it's trying to suck them in. I mean, I wonder if I should just take them off. I don't know. What do you do? Try it without it? Because that does not seem to work. I could loosen them up a little more. I did tighten the snot out of them. I mean, they turn. Take 297. Oh, I can't see it. Almost need like something jammed under the piston. Hey, those pliers fit under there really nice. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I wedged those under there. They seem to hold the pistons kind of more straight up and down instead of flopping around so much. Come on, baby. Something moved there. I don't know if that one went in and this one's stuck. You know they're both not going to want to go in. I don't know. It almost kind of looks like they're close. I think this one still needs to go. Well, I think I might be in. I don't know. I'm down to the, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm down to the thing here. My clamp is just about bottomed out on the top of the pliers here. So I think I'm going to try pulling them up out of there. I mean, it still doesn't feel very good. This side is definitely not going down on, I think. Let me try tapping her a little more on this side. Yeah, it looks like I'm about bottomed out here. Let's see. Pull the clamp off and see what we got. Looks like I'm up in. It might just be the clamp that's holding me. Come on, baby. We're getting there. I know I'm blocking what you're seeing. You're not seeing much. Okay, there's one clamp out. Get this clamp out. This one's about 2.5 miles long, but I think maybe if we get everything out of here, they might go down. Like I said, this clamp is 2 miles long. Oh, I'll suck you guys out. There you go. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is get this clamp that's super long out of here. Feels like it. This side here I think is going better than the other side. I didn't hear kaplunk kerplunk, so I don't think I broke any rings. The screwdriver is not the right size. Plus you got to go forever. See, no cutaway. We went for it. Going for the money shot, guys. Let's see. And we're close. Okay, got that. So now all we got to do is yank that around to get it out of there. Now, look at that. That was the issue. The clamp was holding it. Success, I think. Let's get these out of here. Gasket's on. Everybody's happy. We did her, guys. We got her on there. Ugh. So, that's a good day. Happy, happy day when we get the jug to slide on. So, anyway, I think I'm going to shut this video off here. I don't think we're going to go any farther today. Because I want to clean the head up a little bit. Clean some of the dirt out of it and stuff. I want to have a broken bolt too. I got to fix. Be easier to fix it now than later. You guys see in there? One of those. That one is broke off. So I got to drill it, tap it, suck it out of there. So that will be another procedure, but that was a big deal right there to get that head back on there and or get the jug back on and actually get her so she'll, here, I'll just, you guys can see pistons go up and down. I think you can see it. Not sure if you can see it, but they do. So, and they feel good. Everything is rotating nicely. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, subscribing, and commenting. And it's been a lot of fun working with you today. So keep turning your wrenches. Bye.